made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. Scheduled for 15 rounds of lightweight action, each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. He's coming to the ring right now. We know what he offers up once he's inside the ropes, but not much intensity here in this ring walk. El Terrible is almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him.
Over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Right to the body. And he ties up on the inside. Gets rid of that effort.
Gotta see those coming.
He missed that uppercut. El Terrible scoring with that right hand. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by El Terrible. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Let it go.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. And now he's targeting upstairs. 10 clicks of the talk. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end. where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Look at me. This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good return fire that time.
You got some of that too. Let's go.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. You know, when we sat with these guys yesterday in preparation for this broadcast, we asked them, all right, what's your favorite punch? They both had the same response. We like them all.
Oh, that's a smart fighter, because you want to be as versatile, as rounded as possible.
Well placed, straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Parries that punch intended for the head. El Terrible smashed by a hook. Look at this, another power punch able to land early on in this fight. He's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
El Terrible swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Yeah, we'll get him.
El Terrible's recovered nicely here. The start of this round, and he is proving to me at least that what happened in that last round is having no effect on this round.
Pace yourself.
Just like that. Just like that.
Good block there by El Terrible. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Body, kid. Body shot.
Not able to land the headshot. to the halfway point of this third round. Doubling up the jab now.
Hook! Hook!
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Good way to protect the midsection.
Pace yourself! Focus!
He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Side to side, move your head!
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Left and right, left and right!
10 seconds remaining in this round.
Keep working the body. Don't waste energy, but I want you to keep those hands moving. Keep it simple, okay?
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart, keep busy, and don't take a break with this guy. You hear me?
Well, Teddy's scorecard has him up a round, but we're yet to get into the meat of the matter of this fight. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Flush right hand to the head. El Terrible is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. He's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
He engages in the clinch, and he clinches yet again. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. "90 seconds to go in round number 4. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot.
Watch that!
It's still not moving enough. Move, move.
What a about his opponent in a spot like this? I mean, here you got to your guy earlier, you did some damage, but now he's fighting with such a defensive style, it can be frustrating.
Yeah, it can be, but you have to make the adjustment. You're going to deal with styles like this. This is part of your education, part of your development to go up that boxing ladder. Now you have to find a way to get to him while he's being defensive. Still use your jab, you know, close that gap, put your punches together more, and start banging that body a little bit extra.
El Terrible's got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round, and the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient, he wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches, he wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
Relax, relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on.
You gotta watch the water.
Keep on him. No need to get excited. You're doing...
Round number 5 has arrived. Good smooth work by El Terrible. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Good job staying away from the danger there.
Looking good.
Good block. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Uppercut. Uppercut. Jump back to the body.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. El Terrible is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
You got this one.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Able to dismiss that body shot. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see.
Side to side. Move your head. Jab, jab. Nice work. Nice
Showing you some defense there with the block. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Able to get rid of that one. El Terrible's got to cut around his eye, and that can be a real danger spot, threatening the outcome of this fight. Scores with the uppercut. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. That was a miss by El Terrible. El Terrible is missing punches. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. His accuracy isn't there.
And there's a reason for it, Joe. His punches are the wide variety. And wide punches, guess what? They don't find the mark. They're not accurate.
Okay, now we work, all right? We need to start throwing punches in bunches. Let's go to work now. Let's...
The start of the 6th round. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
That hook was well off the mark.
He's tired.
You're not focusing.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Punch! Punch!
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Focus! Focus!
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
There you go.
And now they're trading blows. He digs in with a left hand to the body. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
You got this one. That's what I want to see.
Pace yourself!
One, two.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. El Terrible's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence, and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he was doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
I want to see Tom.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. El Terrible's legs are the big question mark here, Teddy. He was battered at the end of that last round.
Yeah, and that's the question in his head. Are they still under him? Before he goes out there with any confidence, believe me, I know how fighters think. He's going to take a couple steps, and he's going to test them. Are they there? That's what he's thinking. Are my legs there?
Didn't get it done going to the body there. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is let your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Not much action as he just ties up.
That's it!
Have fun.
Left and right! Left and right!
You need to keep that head moving.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Double up your punches. Keep working the
Halfway through the 7th round.
Back to the body.
El Terrible's well off the mark
moving.
that time.
Keep moving.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. El Terrible's wanting the counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that's, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
Last 10 seconds.
Come on, get focused.
And that does it for this round.
You need to create more counters, okay? There you go. Then throw it straight.
You gotta stand your ground. You gotta take it to him with some big shots.
We got it.
Without going over the top, all right? I keep telling you to take it to the body first. Even a left hook, right uppercut would work.
Throw that away.
Well, we heard the stories coming into this fight that he worked extra hard in the gym. Now you're seeing the payoff, Teddy. Your scorecard through 7 rounds has him up big.
Oh, we heard about him working those 5-minute rounds instead of the traditional 3-minute rounds, and it's showing. It's paying for him, as you just said, Joe.
Good defensive skill with the block by El Terrible.
Beat him to the punch.
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
Looking good.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you, and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
The halfway point of round number 8.
Jump on him. Nice. Unmove. Work the body.
Come on, kid. Focus.
You got this one.
Punch. Punch.
And out of nowhere, things can turn like that, Teddy. Look at that. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Not all knockdowns are created equal. I think the knockout victim here is actually pretty fine.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown. You know, he went down, he got up right away. Now what he has to make sure he doesn't go past that flash point.
We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body. Good, good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay?
I got more.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
El Terrible is putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher. But, Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches. And what kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and, hey, he might not win the fight. He can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by El Terrible.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Nice work. Nice work.
Ninety seconds into the ninth round.
Let's go. Hit him.
Move!
Close up. Focus.
Keep working the body.
El Terrible's got a way of just getting away from that
Keep
punch.
working the jab. Good, good. That's what I want to see.
Very nice defensive guard there. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. And that's the end of round 9. I think even the casual observer, the guy who doesn't watch a lot of boxing, can look at this right now and tell you he's winning this fight with ease.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the casual observer. I'm worried about the so-called professional judge. Time and time again, he's shown me that he does not know what he's watching sometimes. But you're right. In this case, it would be hard, almost impossible, to argue for the other fighter.
All right. Listen.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Come on, kid.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Good work defensively by El Terrible. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Halfway through round 10.
Work the body, kid. Body shots.
Able to show you his blocking ability. El Terrible is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Double up your punches.
You count down the final moments of this round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And this round comes to an end.
Let's create openings now, all right? Let's take a chance. Breathe in. Work.
Don't fight this fight. Jab and move.
We got it.
Nice round. That was good. Keep that up and we have this one.
All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that. No, throw that away.
El Terrible's corner gave him some sound advice just before this 11th round. Look at Teddy's scorecard. You see he's not trailing by much, but they told him, you have to have more energy. You got to put forth better effort here.
I think this comes down to, do you want to have more energy? It really comes down to that in everything in life sometimes. Not can you do it, do you want to do it? If he wants to have more energy, you're going to see him go.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
He just missed that shot up top.
That's it. Just like that. There you go.
Able to cover up that gut.
Get in there.
And he's holding. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Halfway through this 11th round.
Beat him to the punch. Looking good.
El Terrible's punch didn't come close.
Jump on him. Nice.
Protecting his head well with his guard.
You got this one.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go. Uppercut.
10 seconds to go in this round. Able to dismiss it. There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, it looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
Let's go. What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's get moving out there. This guy's gonna win this fight. If you don't take control, son, you need to take control.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight.
Come on, kid, focus.
El Terrible's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Big shot, the left crashed home. El Terrible's in a much better place now. This is a good comeback. I wonder if he can come all the way back in this fight.
Why not?
Keep moving.
He scored well after being hit himself.
It's all right, just keep moving.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep working the body. Keep working the jab. Good, good. Work the body. Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Well off the mark by El Terrible.
That's what I want to see. One, two. Looking good.
movement to get away from those punches. Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round.
All right, deep breath. Breathe in. I'm gonna tell you this right now, baby. You got it.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. That was good. You took a lot out of him that round. Keep that up.
All right. All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that. No, we'll throw that away.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
A good block. He missed with that headshot.
Head and body. Head and body. Uppercut. Uppercut.
El Terrible's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Halfway through this round. Blocks the headshot. El Terrible's defense is paying off now.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
Yeah, good work.
Hit a body.
Get him up. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Get your hands up. Come on.
Oh, what a whiff by El Terrible. Final 10 seconds.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Nice. Keep it up. This guy's never felt a beat like this. Keep the pressure on.
All right, you want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you got it.
The 14th round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. El Terrible is able to avoid that punch. He got hit, but he sends it right back.
It's okay, let's go.
Blocks that punch. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Uppercut.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by El Terrible. And he just holds on there.
Keep moving, keep working the body.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Back to the body. Go, go, go.
Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
You're ahead on points. You have this one, man. Be smart. We got it. Keep your head.
They have given a lot tonight. Now one more opportunity to give a little more. The final round is upon us. Blocks that punch. Now hugging on the inside. Unable to make an impact there by El Terrible. Not getting it done with that straight right hand.
Jump on him. Keep working the body.
Good accurate work there after blocking that blow.
You got this one. Nice work.
That's why they call it the sweet science. Good work by El Terrible.
Yeah, real smart there. Making them miss, making them pay.
Now he ties up there.
Jab, jab.
A headshot blocked. Halfway point of this last round. There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Come on, kid.
Last dance, last chance. last minute of the last round.
Keep doing what you're doing. Body shot, body shot.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Too close to call, but somebody has to do it, and that is up to the ringside judges. Great fight we saw tonight. Let's send it up to the ring for the official decision. He's your winner. One judge saw it even, the other two in his favor. A majority decision.
Very close. Either way you saw it, majority, split, whatever. Close, good, solid fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.